Preston made it 3 wins from 3 at the expense of Sheffield United, and Sunday's goal heroes were at it again. John Macken opened their accounts before David Healy grabbed his 7th of the season on the half hour. Kevin Gallagher completed the scoring 2 minutes from time, heading home after Richard Cresswell hit the post.
Referee Graham Barber was the early centre of attention at Fratton Park. David Healy booked for protesting Barber's decision to disallow what looked like a legitimate goal. The ball adjudged out of play before Healy squared for the unfortunate Mark Rankin. There were no complaints when Preston did take the lead on the stroke of half-time. Graham Alexander's cross found midfielder Lee Cartwright unmarked to place a header past Dave Besant. Cartwright's first goal for more than 2 years, well worth the long trip down to the south coast. Tepi Moynihan then made sure the Whites hung on, a string of excellent second-half saves denying Pompey. It's now 4 wins out of 4.
Preston's 4-match winning run came to an end, but a point at second-place Coventry is no disgrace. Former Liverpool midfielder David Thompson was a threat all night and put the Sky Blues 1 up on 5 minutes. The first touch impressive, the finish emphatic. Preston equalised from a set-piece shortly before the break. Chris Laketti meeting Graham Alexander's centre before Thompson yet again intervened. Tuvo Moynihan with no chance in the Preston goal. North End though earned their point only 2 minutes later as substitute Richard Cresswell gratefully planted a Sean Gregan cross past the stranded Andy Gorham. The Lily-Whites just below the playoff zone in 8th.
Well, many of us, including Rob and Lucy, I'm sure.
At bottom of Division 1, you'd have thought that matters couldn't get any worse. David Healy made sure they did though with a first-half hat-trick that set the tone for the afternoon. His first courtesy of Paul McKenna's endeavours. His second saw him capitalise on a static Hatters defence as they waited for a referee's whistle. That never came, the Irishman's 9th of the season. He reached double figures in fine style, this time with a header from Graham Alexander's pinpoint centre. It was now time to share some of the limelight around. After a scoring contribution in midweek, Chris Laketti was back on the scoresheet 10 minutes after the restart, climbing highest to convert an Alexander flag kick. Another scorer at Coventry on Wednesday was Richard Cresswell, and he joined Laketti in making it 2-2 on the hour mark. The rampant McKenna again opening the Stockport defence before a neat turn from Cresswell left the on-loan Tim Flowers helpless. The Premiership must seem a long way away for the Leicester City stopper. Fittingly, it was McKenna who rounded off the romp with 7 minutes remaining, County adopting an after-you approach in defence by now. Cresswell's determination wasn't enough on this occasion. McKenna's finish certainly was. North End now within a point of Manchester City.
That's a great feeling, you know, especially scored the, you know, the rebuild town end. You know, there's a lot of fans in there today, you know, it gives us great support, you know, so it's just nice to score, you know, 1, but it's, you know, it's even nice to score 3.
North End have been flying in the First Division of late, but had to pull out all the stops to take a point from the game with Barnsley. Michael
7 games unbeaten, but needed a late Richard Cresswell header to salvage a point against Barnsley. In fact, the visitors can feel hard done by as their performance belied their lowly league position. North End had to play catch-up after falling behind to Darren Barnard's first-half strike. It was left to Mark Rankin to restore parity, his 3rd goal of the season. But that parity didn't last long. 4 minutes later, the visitors were back in front. Alex Neil guiding Chris Lumsden's cross past David Lucas. With new manager Steve Parkin watching from the stand, the Tights looked like holding out for the impressive win even David Moyes admitted they deserved. But Cresswell had other ideas, the former Leicester striker rising to direct Graham Alexander's cross beyond Kevin Miller to earn North End a share of the spot.
Well, this morning, Steve Parkin left Rochdale to become Barnsley's new boss, taking Tony Ford with him.
Stretched their unbeaten run to 8 games, though they made the worst possible start at Nottingham Forest, striker Jermaine Jenas catching them cold. North End were level before half-time though, Richard Cresswell earning the visitors a point. Moyes later rubbish talk of a move to...
Goal lead at Bramall Lane, but extended their unbeaten run to 11 games.
Then we sort of went to pieces.
This can turn on half chances and controversies. Preston's Sean Gregan inadvertently heads the ball to where Peter Undlov is lurking. Half chance, 1 goal. Now, far be it from me to usurp the role of distinguished analysts, but is the long ball coming back? Here's another example. Goalkeeper to Jonathan Macken. Richard Cresswell equalises. So at one apiece, everybody on edge, and now we come to the controversy. One of those penalties. Is it hand to ball or ball to hand? Only the referee can decide. This one went against Robert Page. The spot kick was taken by Graham Alexander, who scored. Sheffield United somewhat miffed. Preston grateful to be looking forward to a fifth round tie in the FA Cup sponsored by AXA.
It probably won't become special to get through another round if I can do so, because you know we're ambitious and we want to try and do well in the league. But you know, it's a good thing. You've got to win football games at any football club you're at, and our job was to win this one today, and fortunately the boys done really well.